All right, it is very early in the morning here on Wednesday, and we just got all these alerts. We have a atmospheric river weather condition, and I live next to a river, and we're supposed to get historic flooding. So I'm packing up my bags before we get the real evacuation warning to leave. I don't want to be stuck in traffic. I'm afraid of flash floods. Okay, quiet before the storm. Romeo is so confused, but he has his little seat and off we go. So today I just wanted to check in and give you a quick update. As you may have seen on the news, Western Washington State is currently undergoing historical flooding, and I do happen to live in Western Washington State. So 2 days ago, it was early Wednesday morning. It was around 6:30, and I had already started working. I work from home, and then I got these emergency alert notification on my phone that said something like, pack your bags, be ready to go. There may be a possible imminent evacuation. And I never went through anything like this, so I kind of froze. I didn't know what to do. Like, what does this mean? Do I have to leave now? Um, how long is it safe to stay if there's a flooding coming? Where are the shelters? What is the safest escape route? Because I'm new to the area, so I really didn't know where to go or what to do. So I looked outside. It was, raining buckets, and I did see one of my downstairs neighbors. It looked like she was packing up her car to leave. So I said, "Let me go outside, see what other people are doing now." It was not even 6:30 yet, so all the lights were still up, but I did find one person on the street, and I asked her, I said, "Are we supposed to leave now?" And she looked at me with a really strange look, like, "Why are you asking me this?" And I said, "Well, regarding that notification we just got, are we supposed to leave or are we supposed to wait it out?" And she said, "We're fine." So that made things more confusing to me because I was kind of in a high panic mode now. I'm scared of being surrounded by water, even though it's funny, if you watch my channel, you know how much I love the water, but I don't want to be surrounded by it with no way to go. And when I looked online, when I listened to the news, I just got contradicting information. So it was so confusing. But eventually, I was covering somebody's shift at work too. So I was like, I really can't call in now. But I said, I'm going to listen to my instinct. I called my boss and I said, "I'm really so sorry, but I am going to go evacuate now." And she, of course, had no idea. She's in Minnesota, and the news wasn't out everywhere that what was going on in Washington State. So I said, "I'm not going to wait for the official orders. I don't know if they're coming, but I don't want to test it out. I've seen too many, um, things online and on TV, in other parts of the world where people waited too long and they had to be rescued while they're standing on top of their car in rising water or on the roof of their home. I said, I'm not doing that. I'm very, very sorry." And I quickly packed my bag, threw some of my dog's food in there, um, a book, my paint, supplies. I just didn't know what to bring. And looking back, I wish I had packed a little bit differently, but that's in hindsight. But and then I went to my car. And once I was in my car and it was raining, it started to rain really hard at that time. I'm like, oh my God, where do I even go? I was so scared of like flash floods, and I asked ChatGPT. I told ChatGPT the situation, and I got guidance to take this highway to another town where that would be a little bit higher. Drive to this mall. So that's what I did. I made it there. It took me about 45 minutes, and it was a really bad drive. Cars, including mine, were hydroplaning and the visibility was low. So I finally made it to this mall, and once I was there, I just looked for the nearest hotel, and I found this hotel, and it's on a hilltop, and I'm safe. Then on Wednesday evening, that same evening, around, I think it was around 9 p.m., the official evacuation orders from my area came in, and I was just, thinking I was sitting all safe in my hotel. I was so relieved that I left when I did, because, like, now it's nighttime, it's dark, some roads were already closed. Where would you even go that late at night? So, yeah, I felt really, really lucky that I, listened to my instinct. Now it's Friday morning, and I knew that in my area the rivers were supposed to crest, I think, around 4 a.m. this morning. So I was really kind of hoping that I could go home either later today or tomorrow morning. But I just got another alert that in my town specifically, there's another warning now that everybody who did not leave has to leave right now. The National Guard is knocking on everybody's door to help them leave. So I don't think I may be able to go home for a few days, but I'm safe, and that's what matters. At the same time, even know that I'm very safe in this hotel and I'm comfortable, my body, hasn't relaxed yet. I'm still very going through the motions. It's just a very weird feeling to be sitting here in this hotel room, and it's all peaceful and quiet, and you would never know what's happening outside so close to you. There's still a lot of uncertainty. I don't know when I can go home. I hope it's very soon, but now I heard there's a lot of rain incoming, like a second. It's called an atmospheric river storm. I had never heard that term before, but supposedly there's another one incoming on Monday or Tuesday. But staying longer in the hotel is not really in my budget, so if I can't go home soon, I do have to find a shelter. I know that there's many, many shelters in the area. And, of course, I have my little buddy Romeo here. And I do know that the Red Cross shelters, you're allowed to bring a pet. It's not ideal, but it's an option. So the main thing is that I'm safe and I'm okay. I really do feel for anyone who isn't on higher ground right now, people, pets, and livestock. And if any of you watching are also in an affected area, I really do hope and pray that you're safe. So I just wanted to share a little bit of what's been going on, and also say that sometimes, even when you are safe, you don't automatically feel calm. Now, I'm very grateful today, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.